Oblivion movie Victoria. Dream Date. This is Kevin Idesmore, and I'm going to explain a little bit about while I play this. So this is the ideal thing, just to comment on this. Have a dinner first. They're trying to catch him. Right? I like the movie too, but just mainly talking now about Victoria, which of course that's not a real name, but that's who she played as in the movie. And this is basically how I think a woman should act, and this would be a dream date. I mean, I don't know how you define perfection, but maybe this is just a movie, so it's not completely realistic. But I mean, for me, a Latino or British, or even like the Southeast America, kind of Southern y'all's type of talking kind of women, are the three types of women I basically go for. That's a personal preference. I mean, everybody's got their thing. Some people are into Asians, blacks, only whites, or etc., etc., only one race, or all of them, etc. But anyways, they're like, it's a thing that I think is a genetic thing. Maybe it's not. So here she is being playful, but they're not like some crazy lunatic, insane woman that is basically raping somebody. Maybe being a little playful, forceful, and stuff like that, but and guiding the man is like, it's okay, in my book, but not going too far with it.
Can't joke is not to remember. Remember. Do you remember her? Yeah. That was a scan reading the book again.
Do you remember her? She doesn't like that. You don't know who she is. Or what she is, because she's a woman. She's explaining herself. So, anyways, just to finish my description here about, the perfect woman in my opinion. So without repeating myself, I'm just gonna you got the some of the types, but okay. So between 5 feet and 6 feet, I'm not sure if I said that yet. And in their 20s, 30s, or 40s, just 5 feet and 6 feet, because that's just roughly about my height. Doesn't have to be perfect. Within a few inches, basically, plus or minus, maybe half a foot, And so, I mean, what else is okay? So there's 4 categories: is food, music, movies, and animals. So food, music, movies, and animals. It just has to be, I mean, that's the main thing to look for. I mean, if she's compatible in other areas, that's good too. But the woman just has to be compatible, and you know, because they talk about broken marriages, divorces, you know, or unhappy marriages that aren't ending up in divorces. And they say that, the experts supposedly say that this is because of incompatibility, that the wife and the husband don't like the same things. They have pretty much nothing in common, that they make sacrifices for each other. She hates the football that the man watches. Let's say, for instance, I'm not into football myself, but I usually don't like watching sports. Sometimes tennis and race car driving a little bit, but really only just every now and then, like an hour a year, maybe a day a year. I watch that kind of stuff. I don't keep up on it, and what I'm into is designing, but in the middle ages. So you know, I like the Lord of the Rings movies. Anyway, so but about getting on back to this compatibility. So, for instance, if she doesn't like the horses I like, or she doesn't like the sci-fi action adventure movies I like, or she doesn't like tacos and burritos and pizza and ice cream and the foods like that. She doesn't like any of that. And then this and the music stuff like Van Halen, Mariah Carey, maybe a little bit of Metallica, techno music, and then there's Celtic music. She doesn't like any of that. Then I'm not in, you know. She likes, she's completely opposite. Especially if she likes horror and opera. I mean, that for me is pet peeves, the opposite, whatever you want to call it, just incompatibility there. And they say opposites attract. I don't agree. It's not true. Not true for me, anyways. And I've had relationships in the past, even though maybe not too many, but and so, you know, I'm totally sure about what I want out of a woman, and I don't believe in the opposites attract thing. I went with a woman that was pretty much a pessimist in my past, won't say her name, and then I went, so that it doesn't work. So what women want is, I guess I could say about this is, you know, I kind of just don't care about it. I guess that's important for me to say. But what women want, it seems like not every woman, but most women seem to want a story, a situation where they're near a man and they're like, you know, taken by aliens, and they just happen to be together, you know, in the same room, experimented on by the aliens. They break out, they escape, the aliens chase them, they stay in the woods together, and they make it through not having any relationship, and then and then they float through this magic river and into this other world, and it's not like they drown. There's like an alternate universe through the river, and they go into that, and they spend numerous different adventures together, escaping from different monsters and animals, bad situations, and they come out through the same river, and then the aliens take them back because they have some kind of magical rock that scares the aliens. And anyways, so they're back, and the woman falls in love with the man, and then she's wanting to be with that man forever. Well, for me, some kind of situation like that, that doesn't make a happy marriage in my mind. Although it's a little better than nothing, maybe. I mean, it's a positive thing, but it just isn't an essential thing. The essential thing in my mind is just whether or not she likes some of the same stuff that I like. So if I'm playing a certain music and she complains about it, I mean, that's an example of how a relationship, in a very small way, is bad, and just for maybe a second or a minute. But I mean, all the small little things like that in my mind make for, if I can't live my life like I normally live it, she doesn't like me for who I am, and there's too many sacrifices, I guess you could say. I'm not cool with that. But yeah, so